Good morning, this is Nicholas from Gandora Gaming, and we have a whole new bunch of psychic support revealed out of the newest set, Duelist Advance, which is really exciting news. As you know, my favorite archetype of all time is Punks, and we looks like we have 11 brand new psychic cards coming out of the new set, which is pretty amazing. So let's just get straight into this. I am looking forward to these cards. I want to see if they're generic enough to be played in Punk. I've seen some of the levels, and they are level 3s in his deck. So this already looks like fantastic news for me. Let's get straight into this. So first things first, we have Serene's Psychic Girl. This is a level 2 Earth Psychic Tutor effect monster. 500 attack, 300 defense. You can only use the first and second of this card's name once per turn. And this card is normal or spell summon. You can banish one card from your hand. And if you do, spell summon one level 4 or lower Psychic monster from your deck, except Serene's Psychic Girl. Also, you can't spell summon for the extra deck for the rest of the turn, except Psychic monsters. You can target one face-up monster on the field that has a level up to the number of Psychic monsters you control. Increase their levels by 1 until the end of the turn. So, right off the bat, this is already a really solid card. I don't know for Punk particularly, but this is just a really insane card. This card literally says, hey, on normal special summon, banish a card from hand and special summon any level 4 or lower Psychic from deck. That's basically just E-Telly. You are locked into Psychics. However, I looked into the Punk extra deck, and both their really good extra deck monsters are Psychics. Like Jam Dragon Drive and the new Dog are Psychic monsters, the new XYZ, which is already fantastic. And it only locks you into the extra deck. So potentially, because Jam Fever and lovely Jam Dragon Drive are Psychics, you could play this in Punk and be like, look, they give us enough good Psychics synchros in the extra deck, then maybe we can just play this in Punk, because this is just an E-Telly for any Punk monster, which is pretty insane. Now, I will say it is a level 2 Psychic Tuner, so it's okay there. I guess if you normal summon this, banish a card from hand, spell summon a Punk from deck, and then you do the Punk combo, you can get yourself to a level 3 Psychic Tracker. And then Psychic Tracker put this makes it the Churia Beast. However, the Churia Beast, you can't do that because this card already locked you into Psychic, so that doesn't work. I don't know. I don't know about this card, but this card does seem pretty good. Not to mention it modulates levels. There's something here in this card. Next we have Hush the Psychic Minister. This is a new level 3 Earth Psychic monster, 0 attack, 2100 defense. You can only spell summon this card with its first card name once per turn. You can only use the second part of this card's name once per turn. If you control a second monster other than Hush Minister, spell summon this card from your hand in defense position. Banish this card, one other second monster in your graveyard. Target one face-up monster on the field, banish it until the end phase. This is just a level 3 extender for the deck. This is the Psychic Tracker again, which is not bad. I kind of like it. It's a less generic Psychic Tracker because it require you to have a Psychic on field, but if you're playing Punk, that is never a big deal. I kind of wish this one had an ability to level modulate, so it would be a level 3 extender plus a way to make the Churia Beast. That would have been fucking great. But it's still pretty good. It's just another level 3 extender. Not to mention, it has the ability to, like, banish itself in another Psychic from grave to target a card on field, banish it to the end phase. So it has, like, semi-interruptions, I guess. Interesting card. Next we have Metal Mind Producer. This is a level 3 Psychic Tuner effect monster. This is another retrain. If you haven't noticed, all these so far have been retrains of old Psychic monsters. This is a level 3 light Psychic effect tuner. If you don't know, this is the card that's actually on E-Telly. It's just retrained. You can only use the first and the third effect of this card name once a turn, and only once a turn. So you can't do the first effect and the third effect in the same turn. And this card is supposed to summon by the monster effect or normal summon. Pay 2,000 life points. I teleport normal or quick play spell from your deck to hand. If this card you control would be used as synchro material for a Psychic monster, treated as a non-tuner monster. And this card is banished. You pay 1,000 life points, spell summon it. So this card actually seems insane. So it doesn't lock you into Psychics. It gives you a bonus effect if you would use it for synchro material for Psychics. You treat it as a non-tuner. And on normal, it just adds you an E-Telly card from deck or graveyard. That's pretty insane. Not to mention, if this card becomes banished, pay 1,000 life points, spell summon it. So in the rare cases you can banish this card, you can just special summon it back. That's really fucking cool. This is actually good, might see play in Punk, because you can just normal summon this, add E-Telly, activate E-Telly, spell summon out a Xiamen effect, search out Foxy Tune effect, pitch a card in itself to spell summon like Shirakusa, and then go full combo there. Not bad. Next, for the last main deck monster, we have Prototype Psychic Blaster. This is a level 6 Earth Psychic Effect monster, 2,000 attack, 1,500 defense. You can only use the first and second discard table once a turn. You discard this card, spell summon one level 4 or lower psychic monster from your hand or banishment. And this card is in your graveyard. Pay 1,000 life points. Banish whatever second monster in your graveyard. Spell summon this card, but banish it leaves the field. Interesting card. So basically, you discard this card, spell summon level 4 second from your hand or banishment. And then this card's in your graveyard. You can pay 1,000 life points. Banish another second monster to grave. Then spell summon this card as an extender, but banish it leaves the field. That's actually really good too. This kind of helps you play around the idea of punks being locked into your hand. So the idea is that you could discard this card to get another punk extender on field. Let's say that they stop your normal summon, like your normal summon like a Xiamen, and before you activate its main phase effect, they blow it up or something. Cool. You can activate this guy, pitch himself, spell summon a different punk from hand. Then you can pay 1,000, reborn this thing back onto the field. Well, that's a 3 plus 6? That makes it 9. There's some pretty good 9 synchros. Not to mention we have a whole bunch of new cards coming out. Not a bad card. This thing was a 5. I'd say it's a must-have in Punk. But since it's a 6, we'll just have to see what the extra monsters are. Next we have Absolute Psychic Chicker. This is a fusion monster, level 11 psychic monster, 3,400 attack, 2,200 defense, and materials are 1 psychic synchro monster plus 1 synchro monster. Must be fusion summon. You can only use a third effect this card able to turn. If this card is fusion summon, pay 2,000 life points. Banish all face-up cards your opponent controls. Can't be destroyed by card effects. And this card is in your graveyard. I set the turn in center. You can banish it. Spell summon 1 level 10 psychic fusion monster for your extra deck. Treat it as a fusion summon. That's interesting. I personally don't know any psychic fusion monsters. Psychic fusion monsters. That's so fucking weird. For one, we got a fusion monster. I don't know how you're supposed to fusion this thing out. It requires a psychic synchro plus any synchro monster. So I guess once you make a psychic synchro, if your opponent also has a synchro, this is a super poly target technically. So that's interesting. But then banish all cards by paying 2,000 life points is pretty good. And it's only what your opponent controls, so it doesn't banish your own. Can't be destroyed by your opponent's card effects. If this card is sent to graveyard by any means, except the turn it's sent there, you can banish it, spell summon 1 level 10 psychic fusion monster. It is treated as a fusion. So what psychic fusion monsters other than this card exist? I kind of want to actually look that up. Psychic fusion monsters, like monster cards, category, let's see, abilities, attributes, types, psychic. That's so strange. I'm trying to think of what are the other psychic fusions, because I just don't know. I'm trying to see all cards, TCG, OCG, no. I'm trying to see how I could type psychic. No, I don't know how to. I'm on words. Alright, let's see. Search. Psychic fusions, huh? I actually have no idea what the targets for this card is. I'm going to have to look it up in a separate video. But interesting card nonetheless. Next thing that this, it's a fusion monster. Maybe we get some new fusion support? Who knows? Next we have Psychic Synchro Magician, or Silent Synchro Magician. This is a level 5 Earth Psychic Synchro Tuner Effect monster. 2400 attack, 500 defense. 1 tuner plus non-tuner monsters. They only use the second effect of this card and the first effect of this card once a turn. And this card is special summon. You can target one level 4 or lower second monster in your graveyard or banish it, special summon it. Then you can increase the level by 1. You're locked in the extra deck for the rest of the turn except second monsters. And then in this card will be used a single charter to treat it as a non-tuner. So, interesting card here. It's another level 5 extender. So, the Esper Girl plus any level 3 makes this guy. Then this guy can special summon out a psychic monster you just used from Grave. And then from there, you can keep climbing, which is not bad. Esper Girl is full P.U.N.K combo now, kinda. So you go Esper Girl, special summon out any level 3 extender. Those two, like for example, you can summon out Mind Minister. Those two make this guy. This guy bring back one of those dudes. Then you can level modulate if you want. Make this a 6, and then you can start climbing to 9s. Interesting. Alright, not bad. Next we have Metal Cross Damien, or Fought Cross Archfiend. This is also another name. It's a level 8 Dark Synchro Effect monster, 2500 attack, 2800 defense. Card is a Psychic Tuner monster plus a non-tuner monster. You only use the first and second of this card name once a turn. During the main phase, you can affect target one of your target one of your banished level 7 or lower second monsters, special summon it. During the battle phase, quick effect, tribute one other monster, gains life points equal to the original attack, and if you do, this card gains attack until the end of the turn. So, I know this card seems ass, right? It says, oh, special summon during main phase, quick effect, target one of your banished level 7 or lower second monsters, and then it says, hey, during the battle phase, quick effect, tribute one other monster, gain life points equal to your original attack. If you do, this card gains attack until the end of the turn. However, this card does say, hey, I'm a level 8 Psychic that you can just generically make. And then if you want, like for example, one of the things in P.U.N.K is you do banish a P.U.N.K from the graveyard. You can technically banish Shirakusai in the P.U.N.K combo after you use this fusion material. Then make this dude during the main phase, quick effect, reborn back to Shirakusai. You're not locked into Psychics anymore. That plus this equals Psychic and Punisher. This plus that equals Amazing Dragon. This plus that. Not bad. Not bad. The attack gain plus gain life points does matter. Getting life points is one of P.U.N.K's biggest issues, so not bad there. And then the final card we have for the extra deck is a new Psycho Gunner Mech 2. It's a level 9 Earth Psychic Tuner Effect monster. Oh, no, this one's not a tuner, my bad. It's 3200 attack, 2700 defense. Retires materials of a Psychic Tuner plus non-Psychic monsters. It only uses the first and second of this card name once a turn, only once per turn. Target one banished monster, spell summon it onto the field. During the main phase, quick effect, banish one monster from your graveyard. Target one other face of monster on the field, banish it. Then gain life points equal to the banished monster's original attack. Again, another banish interruption, plus a way to gain life points, which is not bad. These cards actually have potential in P.U.N.K. They do lock you into the extra deck, which is kind of scary. However, the main two P.U.N.K extra deck monsters that you make turn 1 are Psychics. So there is an argument to be playing these cards over the Goblin Bikers and over the other cards we've been playing in the last few sets, due to the fact that like maybe these cards are just more powerful, more consistent, and maybe there's like more. This is giving us more opportunities and more Psychic lines. Maybe there's an idea you can play these with P.U.N.K. Yes, you can't make the other crap you usually make, but that's fine because you have like 12 ways to e-telly now, and it's easier to play through things, and you can make some pretty strong cards instead. This is like a really cool alternative to the way we've been playing with the Goblin Bikers and the Gold Pride and the other archetype cards. And you can still technically play those cards. However, because their extra deck monsters are not Psychic, you basically say, hey, we're not going to play any of these XYZs. We're just going to go full synchro with the P.U.N.Ks. And we'll see how it goes. And I kind of like that. Next, in the final few cards we have left. We have 2 new spell cards. We have Parallel Teleport. This is a new E-Telly. It's a quick play spell. You only activate the first name of this card once per turn. You can't spell the rest of the turn except second monsters. You tribute 1 second monster that has a level. Spell some 1 level 7 or lower second monster from your deck or extra deck. Then, if the monster's original levels are different, lose life points equal to the difference times 1,000. So it's basically E-Telly again. However, you have to tribute a psychic monster you control. That can help you dodge like targeted removal. Like for example, you can normal something like Xiamen, activate Xiamen. They can activate like a Veiler on it, or Imperm. You can activate this E-Telly, tribute that one, spell summon out a different one, and that one will still resolve. Then you pay life points. Not bad. Definitely not as good as the original E-Telly, but it's still pretty good. And you know, this is also not once per turn either. Oh yes, this one is once per turn. My bad. So it's just worse E-Telly, but it also helps you dodge like targeted removal. Not bad. Now we have Teleport Fusion. This is a quick play spell. You can only use the first and second of this card name once a turn. During the main phase, fuse summon 1 second monster from your extra deck by banishing second monsters from the field or graveyard as material. If this face-up second monster spell summoned from the extra deck is destroyed by battle of card effects, banish this card from your graveyard. Turn 1 of your banished second monsters, but summon it. So I guess this is how we're making the fusion now. Interesting card. Basically says, hey, you can search me out with the E-Telly searcher. Then you can fuse someone once you do your combo into the extra deck Fusion Boy, who is a quick effect. Is he quick effect? And this card is fuse summon, banish, pay 2,000, banish all monsters you put controls. So he's not a quick effect banish, but he's banished on summon. So maybe it's a way you can set it up where you can search out this card, set it, then on your opponent's turn after you use the other interruptions, activate this card, make the fusion banish all cards in control. Not bad. I have to see combos where this works. I have to actually start testing with these cards. There's definitely something here. I'm not gonna lie to you. I just don't know what that is. I'm so used to playing the Ever cards in Punk, from the Goblin Bikers, the Material Actors, to the Gold Pride, that this is gonna be a whole new way of playing Punk. Because again, it only locks you to the extra deck with Psychics, which sounds bad. But the main 2 Psychic monsters, Jam Dragon Drive and Second Game Punisher, and the new Jam Fever, are all Psychics. The only one that isn't is Amazing Dragon. You are technically locked. It does stop your fish, Rising Carp. So I guess that actually sucks. Huh. I don't know. I don't know about that one, actually. It does lock you out of Rising Carp. But maybe you can Rising Carp before you do this? Like, does it lock you, like, hard lock you? Or does it soft lock you? Like, once you resolve this effect, it locks you. We'll have to see. Anyway, hope you all enjoy. This is for the rest of the turn, so it's a soft lock. We'll have to see. Anyway, hope you all enjoy. Don't do anything stupid. See you next one, and bye-bye.